What's up, guys? Today we'll be learning about the GM or GMC brake problem. It's a problem with the brake fluid, something with the bubbles in there. Anyways, let's go ahead and check it out and learn about it.
A software failure in the GDS2 diagnostic system is currently preventing the brakes on 2026 General Motors full-size SUVs from being bled correctly after a master cylinder replacement. This specific glitch leaves air trapped in the hydraulic lines, resulting in a dangerously spongy pedal and reduced stopping power. In this video, we will break down the exact software version required to fix this, and the specific diagnostic steps to clear the C0597 code. We will also reveal the total repair cost for this master cylinder service, and the hidden labor charges for the software update at the very end. This issue specifically impacts the 2026 Chevrolet Suburban, Chevrolet Tahoe, GMC
Looks like a
Yukon,
real car.
GMC Yukon XL, Cadillac Escalade, and Cadillac Escalade ESV. Every 2026 model year full-size SUV from GM is affected, regardless of the engine or transmission package. The problem typically surfaces immediately after a technician installs a new brake master cylinder and attempts to finalize the repair. The technician will launch the GDS2 automated brake bleed procedure to purge air from the ABS module and the secondary lines. Instead of the system cycling the solenoids, the screen displays a terminal error and the process abruptly stops. The system may trigger a diagnostic clue under the DTC keyword C0597, which relates to the brake pressure sensor or pedal position. Drivers will notice a brake pedal that travels much further toward the floorboard than it did when the vehicle was new. The pedal will feel soft or springy because air is trapped in the hydraulic circuit where only incompressible fluid should be. This is not a mechanical defect in the physical brake hardware of the 2026
It's
SUVs.
the air. You're feeling the air.
Is a software anomaly within the GDS2 diagnostic tool used by General Motors dealership technicians. Essentially, the software fails to communicate the correct open commands to the ABS valves during the automated sequence. When the master cylinder is replaced, the entire hydraulic system is exposed to the atmosphere, allowing air to enter the primary ports. In modern GM SUVs, the brake system uses an electronic brake control module to manage pressure distribution and ABS functions. Traditional manual bleeding, pumping the pedal while someone opens a bleeder screw, is often insufficient for these advanced systems. The ABS valve block contains tiny internal chambers and secondary circuits that remain closed during a standard manual bleed. Air trapped inside these internal ABS galleries will eventually migrate into the main lines during an ABS or traction control event. This creates a hidden safety risk where the brakes may work fine initially but fail during an emergency stop. The automated bleed procedure is designed to pulse the internal solenoids and run the ABS pump to force that trapped air out. Because the GDS2 software crashes during this sequence, the technician is unable to guarantee the system is air-free. General Motors released Preliminary Information Bulletin PIT 6477B to address this specific failure in the 2026 lineup. The manufacturer discovered that the diagnostic software was not properly handshake syncing with the 2026 model year brake modules. The fix requires the technician to update their TechLine Connect workstation to GDS2 version v2026.02.12 or a later release. Once the software is updated, two distinct options appear in the service menu: automated brake bleed and modified automated brake bleed. The technician is instructed to try the standard automated bleed first to see if the update restored the basic communication path. If the standard process still hangs or fails, the modified automated brake bleed must be selected to bypass the software glitch. This modified sequence uses a different command protocol to force the solenoids to cycle, ensuring all air is purged from the module. Owners have reported taking their vehicles in for master cylinder repairs only to be told the car is ready with a soft pedal. In some cases, technicians who are not yet aware of PIT 6477B may misdiagnose the soft pedal as a bad new master cylinder. This leads to a cycle of replacing perfectly good parts while the underlying software issue remains unaddressed. If your 2026 SUV has a pedal that doesn't feel firm, you must confirm the dealer used the modified bleed procedure. The physical master cylinder replacement is a labor-intensive job that involves disconnecting the fluid reservoir and the high-pressure lines. Technicians must then bench bleed the new cylinder before it is bolted to the brake booster to minimize air entry. Following the physical installation, the software-guided bleed is the most critical step for vehicle safety and pedal feel. A standard master cylinder replacement for these 2026 SUVs typically carries a labor time of roughly 2 to 3 hours. A new OEM master cylinder for these models generally retails for between $300 and $450. If you take your SUV to an independent shop, you can expect the total bill to land between $500 and $700. However, many independent shops may not have the updated GDS2 software subscription required to perform the modified bleed on 2026 models. If the repair is performed at a Cadillac, GMC, or Chevrolet dealership, the labor rates are significantly higher. The dealership estimate for a master cylinder replacement, including the specialized software bleeding procedure, usually ranges from $800 to $1,000. If the vehicle is still under the bumper-to-bumper warranty, this entire procedure should be covered at no cost to the owner. Always check your service advisor's notes to ensure they followed the PET 6477B bulletin and use the VTOS 26.02.12 software update. Have you experienced a soft or spongy brake pedal on your 2026 GM SUV after a trip to the service department? If this breakdown helped you understand your brake system better, please like the video and subscribe for more technical deep dives.
I don't know why Hagen decided to place that strange music in this video, but anyways, yeah, if you're feeling your brake pedal travel further than it typically does, and it's like a new problem, then yeah, I would go ahead and take it to your dealership. A lot of people think, oh man, don't take it to the dealership, they're gonna screw me as far as prices and stuff. With stuff like this, and it's so new, you definitely want to take it in there. Even if you're outside of your warranty window, you would still want to take this in, because you don't want to pay an independent shop a bunch of diagnostic fees when it's something that GM knows what the problem is, and it's an update and a bleed. They need to bleed your brakes. So yep, that is pretty much it, guys. Man, I hate ending this at 7:17. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.